olive tree stood silent, witnesses to fear, as midnight shadows deepened and the end drew near. Jesus knelt upon the cold ground beneath the pale moonlight, a heavy weight of sorrow consuming day and night. His prayer rose like a vapor, a heart's tormented plea. Remove this bitter chalice if it must not be. Sweat like drops of crimson fell upon the dusty stone, to bear the sins of ages utterly alone. A kiss of false devotion broke the stillness of the air, the signal for the capture, a sorrow hard to bear. They bound the gentle teacher with a rough and callous chain, leading him from stillness to the path of endless pain. The sheep were scattered quickly and the faithful disappeared, leaving him defenseless, facing all he feared. From pillar to the pavement, the harsh whips tore his skin. A crown of thorns pressed fiercely to let the anguish in. The king of all creation, they dressed in purple guise, with spitting and with striking, the cruelest of despise. Oh, agony of the vine, the price was paid for me, to break the chains of darkness and set the captive free. They dragged him through the chambers of judgment and of scorn, a victim meek and patient, revived from dust till morn. False accusations mounted, a choir of wicked lies, yet no defense he offered, with sorrow in his eyes. The crowds cried out for bloodshed, consumed by blinding rage, to choose a common thief's life and turn the sacred page. The hand washing was feeble, an attempt to cleanse the soul. When justice was abandoned, it lost all control. The heavy wood of suffering was laid upon his back. Jesus stumbled on the rough road along the weary track. Each step a breath of struggle, a gasp of pure distress, the burden of the world's grief, a crushing loneliness. The women wept in pity, their tears a painful flow. Jesus spoke of coming terror, the seeds that sin would sow. A helper seized by soldiers, compelled to ease the load, carried just a splinter upon the dusty road. From pillar to the pavement, the harsh whips tore his skin. A crown of thorns pressed fiercely to let the anguish in. The king of all creation, they dressed in purple guise, with spitting and with striking, the cruelest of despise. Oh, agony of the vine, the price was paid for me, to break the chains of darkness and set the captive free. Upon the barren hillside, the final act began. They stretched the perfect body, the Son of God and man. The sound of the mallet striking, the tearing dreadful sound, nails pierced the hands and feet upon the cursed ground. Lifted high between the thieves, exposed to every eye, Jesus offered consolation as the hours drifted by. Jesus prayed for their forgiveness, the ones who caused his plight, a beacon of compassion within the fading light. The sun began to darken, the sky was veiled in dread, as earth itself acknowledged the words that he had said. His throat was parched and burning, he cried out in his thirst. The vinegar and hyssop, a mockery of the worst. Jesus bore the separation, the deepest, bitterest sting. My God, why have you left me? The anguish cry did ring. Jesus looked upon his mother, a sorrow past all scope, and trust in her beloved, and sealing every hope. With one last breath, the Spirit took its flight. It is finished, he declared, restoring wrong to right. The temple veil was rent from top to bottom. A new path to the Father was ushered in that morn. The earth began to tremble and the rocks were split in two. A centurion confessed him to be profoundly true. Taken down from the crossbeam, his lifeless form was cold. Into the rock-hewn tomb, a story to unfold. The darkness had descended, but a promise remained. The victory was purchased and the kingdom was regained.